Institute.
This is going to be hot in just about every sense of the word because we have a ladies match here in NWA Main Event Wrestling. As we have Kat from Houston, Texas entering the ring.
Introducing from Houston, Texas, Kat.
Kat is in the ring and we await her opponent, and this should be a wild one right here. A couple of ladies who do not like each other in the least. They have had run-ins in the past. Kat has, oh my goodness. Kat has been, okay, let me get my train of thought back here. Kat has been saying some things about Miss Venom that Miss Venom does not like. And here comes Miss Venom, and she, I'm sure, aims to teach the Kat a lesson or two. As Venom is in the ring.
And her opponent from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Miss Venom!
All right, Johnny T makes a beeline for the floor because I'm sorry, but I don't think he wants to get between these two once the bell rings. And the bell rings, and we have this ladies match underway here on NWA Main Event Wrestling. This is just a part of the excitement that you can see for yourself live in person every Friday night at the Texas Indoor Arena in North Richland Hills. And pardon me, but it looks like this is developing into a cat fight already as Miss Venom and Kat are rolling around on the mat and aiming to hurt each other, and it is Miss Venom attempting to put Kat in a Boston Crab, it looks like. But she lets go of that and just gives her a slap to the upper chest, I guess I should say. And Kat seeks the sanctuary of the floor. And Johnny T, I'm sure that under other circumstances, you would have loved to have stayed in there.
Well, Rob, what can I say? We've definitely got good duty here tonight. My only question is, man, what do we got to do to get a date with one of these girls?
I'm almost afraid to ask. Kat rolls in the ring, but just long enough to break the count. And now Phil Brown has to start his count over again. And now Kat returns to the ring. She is back in, and maybe we can see some more action here in this NWA ladies match.
I think we would definitely like to see some more action in this ladies match, Rob Moore.
Never mind, Johnny. And it is Miss Venom going on the attack on Kat, giving her several shoulder blocks. Irish whip off the ropes. And a clothesline takes the Kat down, and it is Miss Venom with the control in this match. Kicking away now at the Kat, rolling her towards the ropes, picking her up now by the hair. Oh my goodness.
Well,
Snapmare with the hair.
Rob Moore, Kat's been talking a lot of trash about Miss Venom in the weeks leading up to this matchup, almost inciting Miss Venom. And I don't know if that's going to work to her advantage in this bout, but Kat definitely talking trash leading up to this matchup, and I don't really know what her strategy was.
I'm not sure I know either. All I know is these are two tough ladies. They do not like each other, and they have been waiting for this match, and perhaps they can settle their differences here once and for all with someone gaining a pinfall. Oh, my. Hard slap to the chest there.
As far as I'm concerned, they could settle their differences here every week.
Yeah, okay. Let's keep our mind on business here, Johnny. Let's watch the match and watch what's going on as Kat has Miss Venom backed up into the ropes and gives her a couple of kicks to the stomach, but Miss Venom retaliates with a kick of her own and puts Kat down on the mat. Referee is Phil Brown, who I'm not sure how much Phil was looking forward to this contest. On one hand, you've got some of those hard flare chops in there. Phil Brown, I don't know if he was really looking forward to this because he's experiencing the hatred these two women have for each other. Counting two, but Miss Venom kicks out.
You know, Rob, one thing I think we should mention is that beyond the obvious beauty of these two competitors, the wrestlers that NWA Southwest promoter Ken Taylor is putting in the ring have great athletic ability. They're not just token dumb blondes that look good. These are women that can really wrestle.
That's a very good point, Johnny T. If a woman is going to wrestle in NWA Southwest, then she has got to be really on the ball. She's got to be an athlete, and she's got to know her stuff about wrestling. She's got to know her holds. And now it is Ms. Venom pounding away at the Cat now. Wild match here at the Texas Indoor Arena. Suplex takes the Cat over, and it is the Cat writhing in pain on the mat. And Miss Venom now picking her up by the hair. That looks so painful. I can't imagine having that much hair and having it pulled almost out of my head. And it is Ms. Venom with Cat back in the corner. Goes for a monkey flip out of the corner. And it is Miss Venom with the control in this match right now. And now she's saying, come on, get up, Cat, get up.
5 minutes expired in this bout. 10 minutes remain in the time limit. 5 minutes expired, 10 remains in the time limit.
All right, and these women are going at it. They just had some eye rakes a minute ago, and now it is Cat kicking away at Ms. Venom. And now Snapmare, I think she used the hair there once again. She goes for the cover. Phil Brown in position. Only got a count there. And it is Miss Venom kicking out. Cat over next to the ropes. And I don't think Cat is in very good shape right now as far as her ability to continue in this match. She will go on, of course. These two women, rivals for a long time. Oh, look at this. Ms. Venom is standing on Cat's hair and pulling her up by the arms. And we could just about see that hair come out by the roots, and that is not going to be a pleasant sight. And now it is, looks like Ms. Venom takes Cat over with the suplex. And now Venom continuing her attack, coming out of the corner. Oh, and a high leg drop on Cat, and this should be it. Phil Brown with the count. And it's over.
The winner of this bout, Miss Venom!
Miss Venom wins this one, and NWA Main Event Wrestling continues after these messages.
Like drugs, relationships, and peer pressure every day. What can you do? Call the Boys Town National Hotline. They'll send you this free booklet filled with tips on being a good parent. 1-800-448-3000. Go ahead, make the call.
15 years ago, the DR started the Trimmer on Wheels revolution. And now we're doing it again with the most revolutionary lineup of trimmers on wheels available anywhere. Every model features the perfect balance and easy rolling action that has made DR famous. Every DR is shipped factory direct to you with the best warranty in the business. And if you call now, you can get special pre-season savings on your DR trimmer mower.
TV55 has the shows you know.
And from the Dog Pound in Lafayette, Louisiana, weighing in at 275 pounds, he is 3 times the NWA Texas Heavyweight Champion, Red Dog Bonneau!
The Red Dog is about to howl. He is taking on Rebel in this contest. And we have the bell for the start of this match. Rebel against Red Dog Bonneau. And the Red Dog is the big dog in this contest, weighing in at 275 pounds. Rebel at 198 from New Mexico. So we have here a battle of wrestlers from states that border Texas, and it is Red Dog who has the fan support and the edge in strength, as we just saw, as he put the Rebel on his back, Johnny T.
You did well in geography in school, didn't you, Rob?
Fairly well, yes.
Excellent. I'd have to say Red Dog, a dominant NWA Texas champion. He's held that title 3 times.
Gets over to the ropes, and the Red Dog going on the attack, but Rebel goes out to the safety of the floor here at the Texas Indoor Arena. and the Rebel is hurting for certain right now. As referee Phil Brown puts the count on him, Rebel comes in just long enough to break the count. He knows how to use the rules to his advantage. As Red Dog Beno, the Texas heavyweight champion, waits for him in the ring. Rebel is coming back into the ring, and he's begging off right now, Johnny T.
I tell you what, Rob Moore, at this point we ought to call the Rebel Picasso as much as Red Dog's had him on the canvas.
Very good, Johnny. Very good. Red Dog's got him up again. And a full body slam, and now the Red Dog is on all fours. He's on the attack with a headbutt. And another headbutt on Rebel. And another headbutt. 4 consecutive headbutts by Red Dog Beno on Rebel. The Red Dog is on the prowl.
The Dog Pound has moved to Fort Worth, Texas, Rob Moore, right here tonight.
That's right, it certainly has. Cleveland has nothing on North Richland Hills, that's for sure, at least on Friday nights, where you can catch all of the action live. Action like this with Red Dog Beno, the NWA Texas heavyweight champion, 3-time champion. As he is wanting Rebel to get back in the ring, Rebel kind of hesitant, and I can't really say that I blame him. Now, with some hesitation, he gets back in the ring. This might be a tougher fight than Rebel bargained for. He's a tough man. Oh my goodness, double underhook into a power bomb. And Rebel kicks out of that maneuver. I believe that was a Tiger driver right there. As Red Dog Beno goes back on the offensive. Irish whips Rebel into the ropes. Rebel comes back. And a high kick by Red Dog Beno puts Rebel down, and it looks like the Rebel may be just about to raise the white flag on this one. As Rod
heel kick by the Rebel, Rob Moore. Did you see the elevation that Red Dog had, the flexibility this athlete possesses?
He's got flexibility, he's got agility, he's got strength, he's got all of the qualities that a Texas heavyweight champion requires, and he is putting all of it to use right now against Rebel. Oh, and there's a spine buster. Red Dog has just planted Rebel, and I think Red Dog is ready to wrap this one up. Oh my goodness, a hard clothesline. The count, 3. The winner of this bout, Red Dog! Red Dog is the winner, but wait a minute. Mike Fox has just run into the ring, and he has attacked Red Dog Beno with his own choke chain.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I just got my home phone service with ComSouth. Well, my old company cut me off, you know, when I got a little behind with the bill. But ComSouth, they worked with me. They keep me connected.
With 2 babies, I couldn't afford a big deposit, but I needed a phone. ComSouth gives unlimited local service with 911 emergency access. I can't be without that.
I just called the toll-free number and got started. You can too. With ComSouth, there's no credit check, there's no ID required.
And unlike the other phone companies, ComSouth works with me, even when I need a payment extension. They're quality, man. No hassles.
No sign-up fees. I paid just $29. None of that hidden stuff. Just $29 and you're ready to talk.
No late fees, no sign-up fees.
Call the toll-free number for ComSouth now.
ComSouth. Hey, sign up for home phone service today.
To get connected with quality, hassle-free home phone service, call or stop by the nearest ACE, that's America's Cash Express, and sign up for ComSouth home phone service now.
Come see the legendary National Wrestling Alliance as our guests. Any head of household, father or mother, just show proof of your residency with your driver's license at our ticket office, and your entire family is admitted absolutely free. Injured at work, arrested, automobile accident, know your rights. Call Clifford Bronson, attorney at law. Call 817-625-6900.
Funerals are something we all have to face. For over 30 years, the Golden Memorial Plan has helped make this difficult time easier to deal with.
Oh, Dad was a great guy. He made sure everything was taken care of. So when he left, everything was done exactly like Dad wanted it to be.
This low-cost plan pays up to $10,000 cash directly to your beneficiary or to the funeral home of your choice. The plan is ideal for people 35 to 90, even those with health problems or limited income.
No physical exam is required, rates never increase, and you cannot be canceled. For immediate coverage regardless of health, call for free information about the Golden Memorial Plan.
I feel good and I feel secure knowing that my wife and kids aren't going to have any troubles. They're not going to be burdened if anything happens to me down the line.
Funerals now average from $4,000 to $7,000 and more. This plan pays up to $10,000 cash, usually within 24 hours.
Call us for a free planning guide and more information about this very generous plan.
I think it's just going to get wilder from here on in on NWA Main Event Wrestling, because approaching the ring now is Convict 00187 in his ever-present manacles and being led to the ring by his Department of Correction officer, Marshall Law. Convict, a former hardcore champion, a top contender for the hardcore belt currently held by the Necro Butcher. And he is also a contender in the junior heavyweight division. So anything can happen with this man.
Brought to the ring by Marshall Law, weighing in at 208 pounds from Val Holland Prison, Convict 00187.
Convict 00187 cowering under the threat of that billy club from Marshall Law. This is probably one of the strangest wrestler-manager relationships I've ever seen, if one can call Marshall Law a manager. And his opponent, look out, here comes Mike Fox, the former Texas heavyweight champion, and he is still wearing Red Dog Bonneau's choke chain. What an insult to the current NWA Texas heavyweight champion that Mike Fox is walking around with Red Dog's chain around his neck. I'm sure Red Dog would love to wrap that chain around Mike Fox's throat.
Weighing in, main event, Mike Fox.
Well, the match has started and it is off and
30-minute time limit.
As Convict 00187 on the attack immediately on Mike Fox. Marshall Law parading outside the ring, and look at that, Fox just throws the Convict off, and it is Fox stomping away. Neither one of these men, Johnny T, especially popular with the fans.
Well, it's a good thing I'm swift to get out of the ring. This match started before the introductions were complete. Very unorthodox, this Convict 00187, and Mike Fox, I don't know if he's ever faced a competitor of this nature before, Rob Moore.
Well, I'll tell you what, this Convict 00187 is making Mike Fox look perfectly normal. And I will say this, Mike Fox, he is a wrestling technician inside that ring. And it'll be interesting to see how his style of wrestling meshes against that of Convict 00187, who, as I said earlier, is a former NWA Texas hardcore champion. And he wants that hardcore belt back as much as anything else. I'm sure Marshall Law would love to have the Convict get that hardcore belt back as well. And it is Mike Fox now with a hold on the left arm and the left leg of the Convict, pulling at the shoulder and at the hip simultaneously. It looks like he's, and Fox also has that right knee buried in the left side of convict 00187. And as Marshall Law looks on from ringside, it is Mike Fox in control of this match right now. And Johnny T, I have never seen anything like this. The convict wrestling in his manacles.
Well, unbelievable. And Rob Moore, I tell you, there's Marshall Law hitting his own man at ringside. But I tell you what, if you ever get a group of people together and have a party, 00187 is there. He's the lifer of the party.
Very good, Johnny T. I'll have to agree with you on that one. Marshall Law was just wailing away at convict 00187 with that billy club. That is the most incredible thing I've seen. The convict now with an arm breaker. He knows his wrestling moves. He's got that arm breaker on Mike Fox, and now he's got those manacles, that chain wrapped around the left wrist of Mike Fox. Fox, who has a Texas Heavyweight Championship match coming against Red Dog Bonneau. But that is if he can make it to that match, because this convict is a total and absolute wild man.
He certainly is. A Marshall Law, I believe he's a prison warden. He told me earlier the reason he became a prison warden is so he could put thumbtacks on the electric chair, and Mike Fox taking over.
Mike Fox is taking over. He turns the convict over and puts him in a Boston Crab. He doesn't have the convict flat on the mat. Well, he's got him more in position now, but it is Fox digging in deep with that Boston Crab on convict 00187. Marshall Law at ringside yelling instructions at his convict. Fox now releases the Boston Crab, comes down with an elbow across the lower back of the convict. And while Marshall Law has some trouble with the ringsiders, the convict looks like is coming back in the ring, stomping away at the former Texas heavyweight champion. And it is the convict, the man who I don't see how he can wrestle with his wrists chained together like that.
It's kind of bizarre, and I tell you, he's from Valhalla Prison. Valhalla Prison, a very unusual work release program they have going as well, Rob Moore.
Well, that's obvious. The fact that he is out here wrestling at the Texas Indoor Arena, that is very unusual. And look at this. Oh, backward splash off the middle rope by the convict. He obviously knows some wrestling maneuvers. But there he goes back again to the brawling tactics, using that chain that binds his wrists together, using that to choke the life out of Mike Fox. And remember, Mike Fox has Red Dog Bonneau's choke chain over in the corner. So I'm just wondering whether we'll see that into play before the end of this matchup. This is a wild one. Convict with a suplex and a float over on Mike Fox. Rick Manning getting into position. He makes a 2 count as the convict, very unpredictable character, wearing that black mask and that full prison outfit right there in the ring. Oh, flying chain clothesline on Mike Fox. Fox is down, and he is taking a lot of punishment here from the former hardcore champion. A couple of former champions here in the ring tonight.
5 minutes expired. 25 minutes remain in the time limit. 5 expired.
And Mike Fox trying to come back now on the convict as he gives him a high backdrop. But his back is hurting, so he's a little slow to follow up. Going after the legs now, dragging the convict into the middle of the ring. Leg drop into the inner right thigh of convict 00187. And that's got to be some pain, Johnny T.
I'll tell you what, definitely in some pain. And there goes the chain, Rob Moore.
Yes, there goes Mike Fox with Red Dog's choke chain. Meanwhile, Rick Manning is getting after Marshall Law at the side of the ring. Meanwhile, Mike Fox is choking convict 00187 with Red Dog's choke chain. And Manning now trying to get it broken up. And he does. I guess Mike Fox is saying fair is fair. Well, I don't know about fair, but...
the convict allowed to use those shackles, so I think it's only fair that Mike Fox is allowed a little bit of latitude on using the chain that he's got, Red Dog's chain.
Well, as I pointed out earlier, neither man is especially popular with the fans as Fox throws the convict's head into the top turnbuckle and then chokes him with a chain once again. So I don't know if the fans have any rooting interest in this one. I think it would suit the fans just fine if both men just slaughtered each other right here in the middle of the ring. And as you can see, Marshall Law poking at the convict with that billy club of his.
Well, Marshall Law, one of the meanest prison wardens you've ever met. I guess the prisoners were saying about the time they saw him get bitten by a rattlesnake, and what a sight to see the rattlesnake curl up and die.
Oh man, that is bad. That really goes to show you what kind of an individual Martial Law is. Look at that, the agility of the convict, and he comes off using that chain again, flying clothesline on Mike Fox. Both men are down. This is a wild match here. Fox raking away at the eyes of the convict through that mask, that heavy leather black mask of convict 00187. Martial Law and the fans not exactly seeing eye to eye on anything. And meanwhile, back in the ring, both men are back on their feet. And look at this. Fox just backdropped the convict out of the ring. Looked like the convict may have hit his back on the ring apron. And look at this. Martial Law beating up on his own man once again with the billy club. This is the weirdest thing I have ever seen in all my years of following NWA wrestling.
Well, who knows, maybe some judge somewhere gave convict 00187 a work release and Martial Law wasn't happy with it. I don't know, but look out, Mike Fox, because Martial Law is not on your side either. This man is a walking time bomb. This is so unorthodox, Rob Moore.
Yes, it is. Couple of guys the fans don't like taking on each other in the first place. And it is Fox whipping convict across the ring into the corner. Look out. Fox goes for the splash, but nobody is home. The convict fell out of the way. Fox hit that top turnbuckle, and that had to have knocked the wind out of him. As we've got both men showing the effects of this match here on NWA Main Event Wrestling from the Texas Indoor Arena. And it looked like a version of a neck breaker, and I believe the manacles came into play once again. And the convict went for the cover, but he only got a 2 count on Mike Fox. Rick Manning is the referee, and he has an awful lot to keep up with in this contest. Suplex now by the convict. Looked like he was going for a slingshot suplex on Mike Fox, but Fox just hanging up on the top rope right now. And he's so groggy, he's in so much pain, he can't do anything about it. Look out, convict's on the top rope. Oh my goodness! A flip into a leg drop over the back of Fox's neck, knocking him off of the top rope. And now what's going on? Martial Law is in the ring. He is home. Look out! Moonsault! Convict moonsaults his own man, his Department of Corrections officer.
It's going to be solitary confinement for the convict this week.
Oh my goodness! Convict has just throttled Martial Law with the manacles. Meanwhile, Mike Fox on the top rope. Blockbuster on the convict. And that may wrap it up. There's the bell.
Your winner, main event, Mike Fox!
Mike Fox wins a wild one over convict 00187.